We praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Jalla Majduhu, who has created us, is sustaining us. Given us a rare opportunity, a rare opportunity to own such vast kingdoms that the eye cannot comprehend, and I cannot see the end of those kingdoms of heaven. This opportunity Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Jalla Majduhu has given us, every human being, to attain. That is a different matter that we are wasting that opportunity over dust and stones and insignificant world and ownerships, false ownerships. As the verse which I recited, Allah said, وَمَا الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا إِلَّا مَتَاعُ الْغُرُورِ, that the benefits, the materialistic gains of this dunya, Allah Azza wa Jalla says, إِلَّا مَتَاعُ الْغُرُورِ, it is deception. Simply, why it is deception? Because I am in the mindset that I own this car, I own this land, I own this house, I own this. But in actual fact, a person, in spite of saying I own, but everyone leaves and departs, and those houses, those lands, that gold, let's say if there was 1 million ton of gold, now it is there as well, it's just passing. So this is deception, that you have the mirage, or you may say this complexion and this confusion that you own and you in actual fact do not own thing, because that thing leaves you or you leave them. But majority of us are in this mindset. The land of Palestine, hundreds, thousands, millions people have lived there. Many, many generations have lived there. That place is there, the people are gone. People who used to say before we own it, now they're gone. Now, since 1948, Israel say, I own it. That's not also going to remain. No one is going to remain here. Everyone will fade away and go. What will remain is the actions, and the deeds which a person have done. That is your ownership. You go on the Day of Judgment, you can't take wealth there unless you spend in the way of Allah. But deeds, as the Quran and Hadith, we find that the Prophet ﷺ said that actually there will be, when a person will go in the grave or on the Day of Judgment, there will be a beautiful creation, and a person will say, who you are, it will be very helpful, very comforting in Akhirah, on the Day of Judgment. And in the grave, so much so that it will comfort you, it will deliver you, it will help you to traverse the long distances and hardships of Day of Judgment to the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and kingdom of heaven. And a person will ask that, who are you? Are you an angel? Are you some creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And it will say, I am your good deeds. And similarly, the bad deeds as well. So, what I am trying to convey is that the things which we think we own we will leave, that is factual thing. Which king which have taken this, or anyone taken to barzakh, because no access to the barzakh, only the angels take, and then that dimension is there. Even if you put in the grave, it still doesn't reach anywhere. And the thing which we are not paying attention to, and we are not really valuing, that is what we own. That is what we own. What we own, the deeds, good or bad. So all these, there have, as I mentioned, not here, but everywhere in the world, there have been actually fights, wars here. But that is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Jalla Majduhu said that He is the Malik Yawmiddin. He is the master of the judgment. Everyone, every ant, let's say the human being, every ant, every cat, every human being, every tree will get justice as well. Every living being actually will get justice. So one should be vigilant about that. If you're worried about the next door neighbor's door is broke, or actually is not there, or their windows are broken, and you're worried their windows are broken, their door is broke, people are actually getting in there, but at the same time, your own house, where your own family and own house, that's on fire, people are being burned, the whole house is being burned. But you are worried about little bit of defect or fault in plumbing, or actually the breakage of windows or doors in that. Who will say you are a wise person that when your own house is on fire, and there you are worried about some damage in the other house? I'm very much worried, or their house, or their windows are broken, or their doors are broken. But in actual fact, that your own house is on fire, completely burning. So people will think that either you yourself are deceived or not insane, or actually you do not know. So, like I mentioned last time as well, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created two kinds of lands of dust made of mud, clay. One is this whole of this globe where we live, from west to east and south to north, and one is this small piece of dust. It's like a small globe, like one big earth and one just like a ball. So this one also have 7 continents, and the lands and the masajid and the different lands, the small earth. Like some people, for example, at home, in their offices, they have a globe. That globe is about so big, they put on table, and this is actually the earth. The, the map of the world is a globe. One is the real earth, the whole earth and the globe. So that earth, Allah has only given one to whole of humanity, to live peacefully, to show what's inside you, to show the justice or compassion or zulm, whatever, because you have freedom. Allah Azza wa Jal subhanahu wa ta'ala does not interfere, because until He has given respite to everyone, until death, until whatever time Allah Azza wa Jal has chosen for anyone, for any country, for any nation or anything. So the idea is there is a big globe, this earth, in actual fact, where all continents exist. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you a small globe and mentioned that, look, on the other big globe, do good, establish peace as much as you can. But sometimes there will be people who will not be agreeing with you. Sometimes there will be government restrictions. Sometimes there will be army and conflict. You very well want peace, but they're not letting you establish. They are not letting you deliver justice, establish peace. Like, for example, now it's happening in Palestine that many countries, many people want, but they are not letting, or we won't let even aid in. You see, this is falling below the animal level. We can't say, because animals are obedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They also care for each other. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when there was the Roman Empire, the Persian Empire, and other empire, the Greek Empire, no one had rules or laws or morals at the time of war. Whoever can do zulm, like the Mongols came, the others, they actually destroyed whatever they could. It was Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam who gave the most comprehensive and written and implemented himself fully, 100% rules that in the war no humanitarian aid should be blocked, no child should be hurt, no worshipper of any religion should be killed, no elderly person, a person who put down his arms, elderly, others, women, children, and they should be given access. This is the prophetic way, because you should know there is propaganda war as well. There is all kinds of things, and UN and others, they say we are champions and things, etc. You will, if there is an issue in one company, in one house, and you employ a director, give them responsibility, and they don't solve that issue for 10 years, you will say that what are you doing? You're wasting time. What are you doing? They will sack you after you should solve it. So let's say Kashmir, Palestine is an issue which 70 years, it has passed now, 70, 80 years, and UN know collective body of whole of the world, which is made of us, meaning human beings. Meaning what are they doing? 70 years, is it not enough to solve some kind of actually thing? Now even what they're talking about not solving, oh, let's aid pass, let actually do the stop the war, and then let them continue the occupation. Is that a solution? Again, actually, there is no sign, no actually claim, even no words. They still, actually, we are as human beings, I include myself in them, in people who are not doing justice to themselves and others, blaming, oh, condemn, oh, this. You condemn this, you condemn this. What's going to happen with condemnation? Wrong is wrong. Even in the sky, a bird is hurt, harmed wrongly, or in a nest, or an ant or a fish in the sea, or human being above. Irrespective which country this bird belongs to, which country which human being belongs to, wrong is wrong. But what they're doing, one is saying condemn Hamas, the other is saying condemn Israel. You should be condemning the injustice and the wrong wherever, in the sky, in the land, in the sea. And those people who are getting still in this childlike game, no, we are siding with this, we are siding deen, land, other things are okay, other persons. First thing is that if a person have lost their sense of addition and subtraction, they don't know 2 plus 2 is 4, they're saying 3. This is the concern. So it is not condemnation, it is known, as Quran have said actually, that establish, execute, make justice, even it is against you yourself. This is the consciousness. This is what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave us actually, that it doesn't matter whoever it is. He said, even if my daughter Fatima had done this, she would also have to pay. Anyone. So it's not about this, we, us, human beings are human beings. They're all children of Sayyidina Adam alayhi salam. Bani Israel, they are children of Anbiya. Bani Israel, Sayyidina Yaqub alayhi salam. Jewish people are children of Anbiya after. Or actually, others are also of children of Anbiya. We can't say they are not from Adam alayhi salam, there's not Nuh alayhi salam, everything. So, deen and other things, moral standards, democracy, after first is to, at least, are we better than even animals or not? Animals have also rules. They also, the birds you see, the fish you see, the animals you see, they also have rules. Whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Jalla Majduhu has inspired to them.